Hey folks, today we're gonna do some laddering with the new Evo portal that I've tried. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Can't say for sure.
Omateot, all systems online.
Even if I'm scrap, I can still fight.
Alright, so we want to mulligan for a win con. None of these. Unfortunately. Looking for tolerance for either of the Skybound Arts folks.
Who are you calling a lizard?
Oh, there's tolerance. We're gonna try to ramp on 4.
What? Did I want gold again?
Gonna banish this.
What you need is a nice roaring
Damage in. Reduces it by 1. Pretty useful. Kinda has to double trade if he doesn't want to.
The shiny's fun. It's shiny.
Okay, he doesn't care. That actually worked out pretty well for me. Do I care about ramping or do I care more? I think I care more about ramping.
Do not seek
Getting
what
him
is not there.
combustion online a little faster
Activating alpha thrusters. Awaken.
will be very
The
useful.
end is near.
So, trade this into this.
You've been chosen.
Trade this into this.
Adorable to the end.
The Bryn can stay in our hand. The evolve represents 3 damage.
Darling, you complete me. Fish and fish. Or fish and fish. Or
No tail's not. Honestly, too spooky.
Your red feathers will soon be dyed.
Unlucky that you got. No,
a fitting end.
the weird trades.
That's hot.
A little awkward. A lot of damage that we can get in here.
Nothing yet.
Judgment is paramount to order.
We'll leave with this base as well.
To reflect. Are those?
This is 7, 10 damage, reduced by
How's that? How's that?
quite a bit.
How's that? Say goodbye.
Know your place.
A little sad. Now we're gonna kill this.
Adorable to the
He'll
end.
kill the Miltail himself. He wants the card draw. So next turn for combustion.
What is it you desire?
That'll get us almost certainly down to 1. Grimnir will be ready as well. As long as we don't die right here,
Forever.
should be good. Banish that one. Banish number 1.
What you need is a nice. What you need is a nice roaring flavor. Look at all this. Look at all this. Tickling.
That's a full 20 damage. This thing's 0.
Foul forces of darkness, bow
You
before
don't
my
want dead
tempest.
to Necro Impulse. Good. Don't want to be dead to Necro Impulse. Definitely not dead to that.
That's
Wind,
hot.
grant them courage.
9. Another 5. kill this.
Vice, virtue, avarice, tolerance.
It's shiny!
We can just double Grimnir. Probably fine. Or we'll do it this way.
Sorry, but there's no way you can run. Dance of death!
Code FMD.
We just need
There's a reason I'll keep doing this.
one damage.
I won't miss.
Or two to go face.
Cyclones.
Guess we could have healed.
Ow.
Hero would have got the job done as well.
Keep up.
That is the deck. You want to see a tolerance as soon as possible, and you want to reduce it as quickly as you can. Then you have a ton of different ways you can win.
Mateoed. All systems online.
Let's get this party
I have to
started.
assume this is probably going to be Sekka. Again, gonna hard no for tolerance or at least one of the twins. That'll do in a pinch. Definitely want to see tolerance as quickly as possible.
Think strong and carry on.
Let's excel. This is not a great hand.
Just getting started. Let's play.
To be honest. You can just play. Actually, we can play this.
Alas, no smart. Why would I laugh?
Trade's a little bit better on the board. Doesn't die to either of them.
And those acorns flying out of the woods.
Fairy Slugger.
Cheers for a grand slam.
And a Wisp.
Alas, no smile
Kill the
today.
Slugger at least.
Why would I laugh?
Everybody.
He doesn't need to be around. Okay, so we don't have really much of anything. We do have Arya on curve. But this is a bad sign, for sure.
Grovel like the maggot you
We can finally be reunited. We can finally be reunited.
But we can deal with the Arya, at the very least. Still don't have a TN or anything.
Paramount to order.
Go face.
are. I do believe we have a case. You smell suspicious. The miasma of the
Kinda just boosting for nothing at the moment.
And those acorns flying out of the woods.
Not the Fairy Slugger is
Go
not
ahead and
good
play for now.
for us.
Let's play. Cheers for a grand slam.
I got this.
Especially if he evos it. Of course he would. No reason not to.
Let's play. Cheers for a grand slam.
What is it you desire?
We can get a tolerance. We wouldn't be in the worst way. Fortunately, we did not.
Do not
But we
seek
are.
what is not there.
Activating alpha thrusters.
Awaken, for the end is near.
I guess we'll just have to kill all this.
Memento Mori.
Unfortunately, the game is in a mostly unwinnable scenario.
Go ahead and play for now, please.
We need at least a TN or some kind of storm.
A fitting end.
Hey, let's play.
Don't have that, and we don't have tolerance.
Hey, let's play. Meow.
Ready to pounce.
Meow.
Ready to pounce.
And we're at 6 or 5. Will be 18 followers that have left play. Still no tolerance. We're gonna get rid of this. Because it represents a card. Maybe he doesn't have Sekka right now. If he has 2 followers and a Sekka, we're dead for sure. He somehow doesn't clear this board,
Hear the roar of my ninth blade.
then we'd be okay. But there's the Sekka.
This is great.
Flames of the Nine Tails, ignite!
You mustn't let seeds of doubt take root.
Well, he did use it. I think if we let this live, we will die. So, won't. Care about the double attack? We don't really care about the double attack.
You must die. Memento Mori! Howl Cyclones! Devour the land!
Just go face all that.
Hear the roar of
And
my
he had another one.
blade. System's overloaded.
So, that was about the worst case scenario. No TN and no tolerance. Like the top 20 cards. It is a little sad. Hopefully, we can do a little bit better. It's probably going to be Artifact.
My song will
Usually
sing
is. Okay, well, they weren't there last time, but here they are. Always keep a tolerance. Ian's a good keep as well. Let's see if you can get there. Puppeteer represents 3 damage, going second. Possibly. The Gizmo represents like 7 damage as well. We're actually gonna save her. Because we don't want to be out of, or we don't want to be in resonance.
Alas, no smile today.
So we can get the 3 damage and the Evo. Thing is, you don't really have to save for her Super Skybound. Just her regular Skybound art is good enough most of the time.
Will not surrender!
Okay, so they gave us something to hit into,
reunited.
at least. That doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna evolve the Romeo now. It's only one thing to hit, so
Activating Alpha Thrust.
definitely better to ramp.
Awaken.
Gets combustion ready sooner. They're 23. Next turn, worst case, we'll just Evo a TN with a Vren. Call it a day. Obviously, that's not what we want to do.
I'll open the way! You follow behind!
That's a interesting one. Okay. we'll get the 4 damage at least.
Impressed? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, we'll play her too. And
Setting
Divor.
reflectors to reflect.
There's a reason I'll keep rolling triggers.
Doesn't get any damage in right now, but guy seems to be setting up for some kind of OTK, so might as well get our evos in now while we can. She'll have Storm, this'll have Storm. Pretty good. Fred.
A fitting end.
What? No way!
You won't have to leave a board at all. It's still better to evo
Judgment is paramount to
things.
one step
You
at
don't
a
have to
time.
play around with his
I can do
tolerance.
this.
Code
No thanks.
FND. We can do this together.
Did 9 damage last turn. He hasn't done a ton.
You don't deserve mercy.
I'm mesmerizing, and I know it.
This will be like combustion.
What is it you desire?
Nice.
What you need is a nice. What you need is a nice roaring flame.
We're gonna actually attack because
Do it for her.
we want to get this 4 damage in.
The hour of judgment has come.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Guess we'll never figure out what he was trying to do.
Vice, virtue, avarice, tolerance.
My beloved little sister, you can run from me.
You can just kill him like this. So, whatever kind of control portal he was.
Guess they couldn't keep up.
Maybe he's also running tolerance and using the Saha to like supercharge it in one turn. But normally you have tolerance like online by turn 8. So, using a turn 8 play to supercharge her isn't really a super cool play, honestly.
Mateo, all systems online. A dazzling victory awaits.
Alright. This will be the last one. Gonna look for TN or tolerance, of course, neither of them. At the Fuhrer at least.
Aegis transformation! Holy jam!
Not the worst. Okay, no 3 drop. Or no 2 drop. We can play Romeo here.
Seek what is not there.
Fairly safely.
A perilous threat looms over all the skies.
He could puppet. Yeah, we'll puppeteer actually.
No smile today.
Instead of Colossus.
Did I not pray hard enough?
And we won't trade with this, so Romeo can stay alive.
A fitting end.
He actually resulted.
Finally be reunited.
Okay, we don't need 2 Colossus.
Oh, goody
One is fine.
bugs, where are you?
We can get rid of both, honestly.
Oh,
Do it.
guinea pigs, where are you? Activating alpha thrusters.
The amulet damage doesn't actually
The design fault. I am such a genius.
help. Has to be follower damage. So when he comes out of the amulet, it does help.
Without sin.
My blade
Until
is
then,
your salvation.
pretty useless.
Punish the wicked. Spare the innocent.
Such a good guinea pig.
A lot of life. A lot of life. Not great cards.
What you need is a nice roaring flame.
Setting reflectors.
Just gonna do it this way, I guess.
The design fault lies with you. I am such a genius.
Still a good amount of damage in. We can Sylvia next turn at least.
Questioning God's design is meaningless.
Wings of light, show your might.
Neither heaven nor earth shall be your refuge.
Whew, that's hot.
Okay, so can actually get in for a bunch of damage. We'll evo the ancient artifact.
Code FMD.
Grimnir's online.
Howl
Next
cyclones.
10.
Devour the land.
Does count to our tolerance. So he is 100% ready.
There is not a soul without
That's
sin.
not enough.
Do not seek what is not there.
And neither of those are Haven followers.
Darkness approaches. Light waits.
Not really sure why you would run Archangel in Ward Haven anyway.
Guess they
It's
couldn't
kinda
keep
slow.
up.
Anyway, I'll show off the list now. I'll show off the record. It's been okay. Let's see. This is when I started learning it. Kinda had a little losing streak, but otherwise won way more than I lost. It's only day 1. Keep that in mind. That is not solved or anything. But here's the list. So, the staples, Romules, got 3 Fiora, 3 Tien for their combo. Fiora also works with Tolerance for even more damage if you have him super burst or super ready to go. Also works with Grimnir, clearing the way for him to do his dirt. Tolerance and Colossus. Colossus is the one card that you probably, like if you're short on vials, you could probably replace him with something else. It's not a full TK playing Tolerance and the body of Colossus. It's only 19 damage with an Evo. Not really required. Probably put something else in if you're trying to build the deck. Sylvia is just really good. Also Evos 2 resolves instead of 3 because there's not a ton of stuff you want to resolve, honestly. So 2 is probably enough. 3 Puppeteers, he gets damage in. Dog Detectives gets damage in. Bridge Puppeteers, damage in Evos. I replaced Wings of Tomorrow with Gizmo Enthusiast because Wings damage comes from a spell, not a follower. So it does not count for Tolerance. Has to be from allied followers. So he is also a draw. There's usually a card or 2 in your hand that you can get rid of. Can trigger Resonance, and she also has 7 damage if you evolve her. She attacks for 4, and then her Ancient Artifact attacks for another 3. And then Combustion. If you are lucky and have a full board, he's like 20 damage on 7 play points. Even then, like if you just play him for 3 and you evolve over something and hit something else, that's still 10 damage. So yeah, he's really good. And then Vren's just, he's a Evo, he's a draw. Sure, why not? That's pretty much the list. Again, hard mulligan for Tolerance, at least a TN. One of the 2. don't worry about getting them fully like super skybound. You can get wins with just skybound TN into a Grimner if you have some decent tempo, which is not really hard to get because everything evolves automatically. You can get some pretty good traits. Yeah, just watch out for aggro. There's no healing in this deck, as you can see, and aggro will eat you up. Otherwise, it's a pretty fun deck to play, and has a pretty reliable OTK on 8, sometimes on 7. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions or comments, of course, about the deck or how it functions, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, appreciate it. You watching until the end, if you have, and hope to see you again next time. Later, folks.